What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. Y'all remember the Lob City Clippers? Y'all remember their starting center? His name was DeAndre Jordan. Can I ask you an honest question? Did you ever think DeAndre Jordan was the best center in the NBA? I remember there was a time, and I don't remember exactly which year or span of years, where there were some people claiming that he was the best center in the NBA. I wanted to give each and every one of those people on TV my strongest pimp hand. DeAndre Jordan? Best center in the league? Really? Well, that must mean he's the only center in the league. On what planet? I can't stand when a player like DeAndre Jordan gets that superstar treatment or is overhyped because they do one or two things very well in their role and they start trying to cast their name in such realms undeserved. Now let me tell you this. At his very best, at his apex, he was a great shot blocker and a great rebounder. That had a lot to do with his athleticism and could catch lobs, hence the name Lob City, along with Blake Griffin, Chris Paul addition. But outside of that, DeAndre Jordan wasn't doing anything. And of course, some media members out here bigging this guy's head up, he eating it up. Best center in the league, my ass. Oh, he's shooting 60-75% from the field because it's all dunks on what, 12 shot attempts? If you take CP3 and Blake Griffin off that team, and I give you pieces to build around DeAndre Jordan, where he's my best player, that team would be straight trash. Besides that, I would even accept if he was getting his raw numbers offensively and defensively, and the team just still sucks, but clearly he has all-world talent. I would even accept that. But he can't even do that. I often get on Dwight Howard for not having a more polished offensive game. But Dwight's offensive isolation package was certainly leagues better than this overhyped sack of doo-doo, DeAndre Jordan. He can't be the best center. He can't be the best player on a team with any kind of real winning aspirations outside of hitting the lottery in the draft. They can win that. Man has poor footwork. No real offensive finishing skill set outside of cleaning up and catching lobs and dunking. No back to the basket game. No drop step. No soft touch off the glass or around the rim. No long or short hooks. No jump shot at any distance. Nothing. He has nothing but dunks, lobs, cleanups. Lord, if they didn't have CP3 and Blake Griffin, who are damn good passers at their positions, that guy's name would have never been mentioned in those kinds of ways. CP and Blake are the best thing to happen to that guy, man. If this man was really the best center, I assure you, the Clippers would probably have at least one championship, or if not, far more success than they actually had. I promise you that. They would have had the best point guard in the league, with one of the best forwards in the game, and the best center. And the Clippers always had some damn good role players around them during those Lob City days. All those times they would fall short for whatever reasons, be it execution or injuries, I assure you, they would have been able to lean on their supposed best center in the NBA as their second or third option to help carry them. You can't be the best center in the NBA and the team runs no plays for you outside of lobs. Get the hell out of here. I promise you this. For all his shot blocking and rebounding, I promise you, the Clippers would have traded DeAndre Jordan for Dwight Howard, Marc Gasol, Boogie Cousins, Anthony Davis, Roy Hibbert in a heartbeat. Especially when Roy Hibbert peaked. And if Andrew Bynum had a strong bill of health, they would have took Bynum over that fool too. That fool would have been traded off to Timbuktu in the caravan before the first rooster sounds off in the morning. That guy was overrated, man. I'm sorry. I get everyone falls in love with the lobs and the dunks on sports centers, but man, oh man, People calling Rudy Gobert the best center in the NBA today is damn near equivalent of calling DeAndre the best center in the NBA back then. Not an exact one-to-one, but you get what I mean. I still argue with people till this day that try to tell me Rudy Gobert is a top 10 player in the league. Not center, player. Based off his defensive numbers and analytics. And I say to those people, that is why analytics alone should not be the driving source or force. We all know Rudy ain't that dude. Any top 10 player, I should be able to build around that guy. Should be able to carry my team as the best player on the team to some level of success. Even if he is surrounded by Dollar Tree pork chops and value potato chips. That ain't Rudy Gobert. That wasn't even DeAndre Jordan back then either. His defense is not that much of a difference maker. To make up for his severe offensive woes and lack of skill, Ben Wallace was a far superior defensive player than that scrub. And half his size. And nobody ever said that about Big Ben. I would take Ben Wallace over both DeAndre Jordan and Gobert, given all their length. Those boys would have never sniffed the paint again, working them outside their comfort zone. Matter of fact, is DeAndre Jordan still in the NBA today? I actually don't know. I think he was on the Denver Nuggets at one point, don't quote me on that, as a bench player. Did he win a championship with Denver in 2023? These are legitimate questions. I can't remember. And then I remember when DeAndre Jordan went over to the Nets with Kyrie, and I think KD was there at the time, I think. And my homeboys calling me, talking about, man, they just got DJ. Man, they're going to be nice. Man, you can imagine my honest response to that. And I think I caught him off guard. He probably expected me to praise DeAndre Jordan with him. Nah. He's supposed to be one of your foundational pieces on the Nets? Don't make me laugh. Sure enough, he never panned out to be anything on New Jersey. Ended up being on the Pine. Then he was more suited up. I just can't stand when players are lob threats and people start boosting these guys. Like they bring a more polished offensive skill set to the game. And don't y'all dare compare him to Dikembe Mutombo. I can see people doing it already. No, Dikembe wasn't Shaq, David Robinson, Joker, or Hakeem with the offensive skills, but he had the fundamentals down that all big men should have at a minimum. Nobody ever called Dikembe the best center in the league, or a top 10 player either. Mutombo also played in an era where there were more elite centers, all-time great centers as well. If we're going to be fair here, the fact that DeAndre or even Gobert are even being brought up into these discussions should tell you the state of the big man in the more modern NBA today. Some people are scraping the barrel of mid-tier looking for answers in desperation, and I'm going to call them out for it. DeAndre Jordan was never the best center in the NBA. You can miss me with that.
Turkoglu right in front of the Portland bench, getting no encouragement from that group. Clippers have a timeout left if needed. Chris Paul, he'll double clutch, bank it up, in and out. DJ shoot the ball. DJ got the rebound and thought the game was over. All he had to do was put it in. It was the shot clock buzzer that sounded, not the game buzzer. Wow, let's watch it. I mean, how close does he come on this? But tell me that it's the buzzer of the shot clock. And DJ, look at that ball. DJ grabs it. He's got a .7 to score. He thought game over. And Chris is telling him, shoot it. Oh, wow. Watch this from this angle. He's right by the rim. All he has to do is put it in because the shot clock stopped. He had 0.7 of a second to get off a shot. That's unbelievable. And DeAndre's angry with himself. Wow.
I'm not impressed by 70% from the field when he's taking 10 to 12 shots on all dunks and lobs. Miss me with that. Great shot blocker, great rebounder. That's where the buck ends. Let me know what you think about it. Appreciate y'all in the comment section. Appreciate y'all for the support. Hit that like button. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. We out, baby.